week, we will have our holiday food and drink guide, which, spoiler, we'll also be talking about coming up here in a minute. So keep your eyes peeled next Tuesday for that. There's going to be some recipes from some of our favorite Pittsburghers and some of their favorite holiday meals and memories. So make sure you mark your calendar to pick that up on Tuesday. Right now, I'm just going to roll right in and introduce our guest. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very pleased to have with me Tim Gaber, the owner of Pittsburgh Winery and the founder of the Wine Music Festival, and in partnership with the Cultural Trust, the Home for the Holidays show. Tim, welcome.
Hey, thank you, Bethany. It's great to be here.
It's great to have you here. So let's start off, since we do have our holiday drinks guide coming out next issue. Let's talk about wine.
Wine.
You own the beautiful Pittsburgh Winery down in the Strip District. How did you get into the wine biz?
I started making wine about 20 years ago with a group of friends, and I fell in love with it and kind of got carried away and eventually, started making it for a living. I was playing music for full-time for years and years.
A couple bands some people might have heard of, Buzz Poets, Brownie Mary. So you are also, he's a living legend as well. So I wasn't going to lead with that, but who now makes wine? So
that's ridiculous.
So you were playing music full time, and then
and I was just making wine as a hobby. So we were having fun making wine, and then like I said, just kind of we made more and more every year. I kind of kept pushing the group to make more, and then eventually got to a point where I just wanted to do too much, and so started a winery and kind of grew from there, and then ultimately became a music venue. Pittsburgh Winery was founded about 7.5 years ago, and we were in this beautiful old bank building right down in the Strip District on Penn Avenue, and it's kind of like a speakeasy kind of vibe where you would go down these stairs into the cellar that had no windows, of course, and it was real vibey. We had all the barrels around the room, and we had a stage down there, and we did almost 500 shows in that cellar, which held about 100 people, and it became a lot of people's favorite venue. We were getting really great acts coming through that wouldn't typically even play a venue that small, but loved the vibe there so much that they would come and do it. And we had to do some things to the building, so we had to stop doing music there. But we're going back.
Right. Well, but that's, forgive me if I'm wrong here, but that's kind of where Vine Rewind came from, right? Because you were no longer having the music available because you had to redo the space.
Yeah, well, it kind of overlapped a little bit. So we started doing Vine Rewind. We just did our third year. It's the last weekend of July every year. So we started it 3 years ago. 3.5 years ago. We were still doing music in the cellar at that time, and then after that first year, then in December we stopped doing music in the cellar, but we kept Vine Rewind going. We did a second year on that block, and then we moved a block down into a temporary tasting room, and did Vine Rewind again this year, but just a block towards the city on Penn Avenue, and then next year, I'm not sure. We might take 2 blocks. Who knows?
Take the whole damn street.
Yes.
So the tasting room that you're in now
is
temporary, but I was just there. It in no way looks temporary at all. I mean, it still is gorgeous and has, I feel like, the vibe that you were just talking about. So where is that location? What's the address? 27?
It's 2710 Penn Avenue.
Okay.
Which, like I